Hey everybody! So I want to talk to you a little bit about our song, Like a Woman Can, and talk to you through how the song came about, the songwriting process, that kind of thing.
Stay, but you can love me the way that a woman can.
The song really started with this one line that popped into my head after I watched this interview with Meryl Streep, where she was talking about the difference between the language between men and women. The line that popped in my head was, "Why can't you love me like a woman can?" I knew it was special. I loved it so much, mainly because it was so spicy. It could mean all sorts of different things, and more importantly, it probably has the potential to make some people uncomfortable, which you know I like that. We were working in the studio with Dave Cobb out in Savannah, Georgia. I would sit down at the piano, and I kind of had this descending chord progression that I thought lended itself to the line, and so just did a lot of free writing and just pages of, lines, and every now and again when we weren't working on something else, I'd come back to it. And then we were off from the studio, and I went out to LA and set up a play date with two of the most incredibly talented people, my friends Nolan Sipe and Ryan Daly, or how I like to joke, it's Nolan Ryan, knocking it out of the park, serving up the hits. So we got together just to see what would happen and write a song. I had another day in LA, and so we decided to get together again the next day, rent out a studio. I told him about this idea about like a woman can. Why can't you love me like a woman can? And they loved it. They're like, absolutely, so spicy. See, I was right. We were locked out of the studio, so we started kind of spitting lines before we even got in the door. But when we finally got in the studio, and there's a little Fender Rhodes in the control room, and Ryan sat at the board and was kind of coming up with some beats, and it started to get this like super bluesy feel, which really felt like that was the heart of the song. And then really we just started kind of shouting lines at each other. Nolan and I were going back and forth, and the song came together fairly quickly. The beautiful thing about writing this song with Nolan and Ryan is because we had three different angles that we were coming from. If this is a conversation that you are having with a male friend of yours, asking him to meet you in the middle, or if this is your bisexual awakening, it can mean all of these things. I think the moral of the story is to keep going back to things. If you think something is exciting, don't give up on it. It's just one piece of the puzzle. So, sit down at the piano, guitar, whatever instrument that you play, keep working at it, put your butt in the seat. Get together with some of your friends, some of your talented friends, because, that really helps open the door for new possibilities and maybe things that you wouldn't have thought of on your own. I hope you really enjoy the song. Listen to it like a woman can, and I'll see you out on the road.